welcome tonight to the PattyLynn show, our holiday edition here in December. And I'm bringing you practical skills for positive living. Our topic tonight is traditions, which I love holiday traditions. So yay. I think we all have some of our favorites. It'll be fun to talk about it. Just want to explain a little bit on our format. This show is pre-recorded. I think they still say aired live pre-recorded. They always do that. Yes. But because of the busy holiday season, I actually had two other things happening tomorrow night, Thursday, which when we're going to air it, we wanted to keep the PattyLynn show on the third Thursday. So we just said, let's pre-record and play it on the right day. Yeah. And everyone will be catching up. So what we're kind of missing is your live interaction, but please do comment because we will come back and watch the comments and chat with you a little bit. And also we have a raffle. Yeah. So with our raffle, we want to get all the comments and then we're going to raffle. And the prize is, don't know. Mariah is getting our prize. And she has, I don't know if you know, Mariah has so many she has a little gift box and a prize box, and she pulls together some of the best raffle prizes. So she's going to go home and look through and pick out. Yeah, it'll be a good gift. Yeah. And then we will choose the winner and get you your gift. Yeah. Mail, pick up, deliver, some way, get you that gift. So, So please do comment and love to chat. Woo-hoo. Okay. All right. So our topic, holiday traditions. I have 5 top tips. Mm-hmm. And I'm just going to quickly say them. And Mariah, I like when you count them down. Okay. So, okay. You count them down. Okay. And I'll mention them. 5 or 1? What do you think? Either way. 5. Okay. 4. Okay. Ready? So 5. So traditions. We're going to talk about how they're known and expected, how they're fun. They celebrate what really matters in life. They reinforce our values and they celebrate relationships. Dang, you did that so fast I couldn't count down. Yeah. It's like, I know. I was supposed to do it fast. That's okay. But before we get started on that, I did want to give you one more holiday tip. Now, Brian and I both were running around today and just kind of ran in. And I just kind of thought, I'm going to share my holiday refresh or evening refresh. So I don't know if you have, have a busy day and then you have to do something in the evening, whether it's a Christmas party or whatever. So this is for Christmas party, I'll probably do a little more. But so as you can imagine, after a big day, we're kind of like makeup's a little worn off, whatever. How do you get fresh? So I love Ever. So I'm a brand ambassador with Stella and Dot and Ever Cosmetics. So I love the Ever Beauty Water. Which I have just used. She walked in the door and I said, let's do a quick refresh. And so she quickly just put on a little cotton pad and did a refresh, and it takes off any oils or dirt of the day. It also can take off your makeup. So sometimes you might want to put on more because it is a makeup remover. It's a cleanser. Yeah. But I like it for a refresh. For me, it was removing the gunk from jumping at Sky Zone today. Yeah, everything we encounter, right? Our face is meeting everything. And then I love this Blur. Ooh. So this Blur, it's a translucent powder, and we have the best brush for it. This is my personal one. So I like your guys' foundation brush. And yes, so good. I've never used a foundation brush before. I always use fingertips and, hold it on. But yeah, I love it too. It's just a powder. Recommend. So this is, it's like a setting powder, or it's called Blur. So after sometimes I just do this around to get my makeup all if you have a little blush and just kind of, but also it's great for Zoom meetings because it takes away the shine. So I love it. Blur. And then I always just tip my mascara, right? Mm-hmm. And then, of course, my lipstick, I drank a lot of water and I ate my food. And so I didn't think I refreshed my lipstick all day until tonight, right before this. So this stays a long time. It looks really good. So this is my favorite color is Glam, and it's called Forever. And it's moisturizing. So it's not stays forever, but it's dry. So it looks good. Yeah, I like it. Little holiday tip for refresh. We have, this is side note, that Penny just texted me and she's like, did you see the new moisturizers? They have a brand new flawless moisturizer perfecting. I don't even know. It's new. I have one ordered. Well, I'll tell you about it when I get it.
Yay.
So,
Great tips. I love it. And where can they get that?
So I think last time I forgot to put my link,
It's okay.
but should I just say it?
Yep.
stella.com/sites/PattyLynn.
There you go.
So, but you can always ask me. And what I love to do, and I've done this for Mariah and many people, is they say, I'm kind of interested in this, and I help pull together a bag. And I'm also really good at knowing like when they have a special.
Yeah.
So that you get the 50% off item, or you get a gift with purchase, or all,
Yeah,
and
don't
I
try
love
to do
that.
the bag yourself. Let PattyLynn do it. She's great at it.
Yeah, because I'm like,
Save you
wait,
lots
don't
of
miss
money.
out.
Yeah.
I'm always sad if someone ordered. I went, oh, could have got a free gift if you just ordered one more thing, and then that's $50 gift, or whatever. So
I love it. Yep. Okay, so there you go.
So there's.
Awesome.
So okay, I think we are ready for our talk on traditions.
Yay.
So Mariah, if you just had to pick one, do you have a favorite Christmas time tradition?
Well, I am going to just say you love traditions. I've been fighting traditions all my life.
Okay.
So I'm the opposite, but because of it, we have built some great traditions in our own family, which I love. So my favorite tradition, which we're going to do tomorrow, because my kids are getting grown up, and this is only when we could figure it out, we're going to finally decorate our Christmas tree tomorrow. And we did ask them because, last year for my daughter, my son's been busy and working, and we're like, do you guys want us to just leave the lights on and not decorate? But they both were unanimous. And that, yes, they wanted to do it. Like, okay, we'll do it.
Yeah, we're kind of at that stage too, where out of the 5 of us, only 4 of us went to cut down this beautiful tree. One had to work or was busy. And then we actually sat together and had a great conversation, and Ken decorated the whole tree.
Oh, you did a good job.
He does a really good job.
It's beautiful.
And he just, puts up the white lights, and we have the ones that go from white to colored.
Oh yeah, fun.
And then, and they picked the theme. So I don't know if you can tell from here, but it's silver and red.
Yes.
We have
Yes. You've got the pretty, do they call it buffalo plaid with the red?
Buffalo plaid.
Yeah. So pretty. And then the tree skirt, it looks good. She's got beautiful decor.
So I do love
really
Christmas
good.
decorations. And I also love that my girls still, I could do something. My girls still come and decorate.
I love that.
Because
I love it.
I'm like, okay, is this the last year they're going to decorate the house for me? Should I take pictures so that I know how to recreate it?
It's a good idea. I know. It's a really good idea.
Wow, I should take pictures.
You should.
I take no credit.
Video.
Okay, I'll do a live video.
And that's not.
And I just cleaned the kitchen, so it's a great time to do it.
Then you'll know next year exactly how to set it up.
Yeah. I was talking at school to some students, and they said, what is your Christmas tradition? And I just went in this long little soliloquy where I just started with like Christmas Eve, and I did all the traditions because I've just been thinking about them. And kind of as a mom, you have to make the Christmas magic happen. So I just feel like, we have to think it through. If we're going to do this, I better make sure we have Christmas pajamas, or it's not going to happen, or if we're going to have those cinnamon rolls Christmas morning, who's going to make them, So as a mom,
if you're doing cinnamon, because you got to order ahead.
Yeah, I know. Well, I'm going to make them. I have to make a gluten-free and a regular. And then my son said they need to be really gooey. So I got to find out if he likes the inside cinnamon goo or just like the caramely.
Yeah.
We'll find out.
That's a hard one.
So I asked you what your favorite tradition, but I really don't know what my favorite tradition is, except that just hanging out with family.
Yeah.
Just the time spent off work together, whether we're eating some foods we always eat, or we're exchanging presents, or we're just hanging out and we're all off work, and it's just a good time. And we get so busy, it's like a pause. Yeah. So
yeah, like that. I'm with you. I think the simpler, the better has become my thing. And it with purpose, like what's the purpose? I'm purpose driven.
Yeah, well,
I want purpose to a tradition. I don't want to just do it because this is the way we've always done it. That drives me nuts. I can't handle that.
It's funny because some things I'm not traditional about,
Mhm.
like Thanksgiving foods. I'm like, we could do something different than turkey. And everyone's like, no.
I'm with you. I'm not that traditional. My kids are very sentimental and traditional though. So there you go.
Okay, let's go back to my 5
Yes,
tips.
5 tips.
So the first one is traditions are known and expected. So I mean, that's kind of like the definition. But the thing about it being known and expected is that it builds anticipation. Like you're like, oh, I know we're going to go look at lights later. Or especially, with little kids or,
yes,
those socks are going to be filled or, so if they're known, they're expected, what's coming. It's very exciting. And so then traditions are fun. So they're just a fun thing that, and if your traditions are not fun, stop doing them.
Right.
So if you have something you're grudging through, just say, hey guys, let's do something different.
Yeah.
Let's mix this up and,
find
a different way to do the same thing or don't do it at all.
Yeah.
Because you should enjoy, they should be fun. So full of excitement and, you look forward to it all year. Like, oh, I just love that part.
Yes.
And then traditions celebrate what really matters in life. So not always, I think, but I think like a lot of my traditions are around my faith, or your beliefs. So we go to Christmas Eve service. I love that tradition, and on Easter we go to church and, and it connects you with people who have the same beliefs. I have to look at the stockings. We believe in Santa Claus. We have stockings. You know what I mean? But it is even in that silly way, it's about what things that you hold, that you do, and then kind of a sense of identity. So I don't know. I mean, we could kind of, what is your tradition? Now, does that tradition celebrate what matters in life? So sometimes maybe they don't, but that is a good purpose of them.
Well, I'll say one of our traditions on Christmas Day is we like to go see a movie.
Yeah.
That's it wasn't a thing when my kids were little, but the last few years, there's always either been a Harry Potter movie or a Star Wars movie. And so we've
This
always
year
gone,
it's
or Marvel.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, I know.
Are you doing good?
We have a lot of catching up to do.
Oh, okay. Because we're like, should we go to Spider-Man this Christmas? And the kids went, no, we don't want to go to, because I have friends that do that too. You and another set of friends. I'm like, we can go to a movie on Christmas Day. I'm like, no.
Yeah. It's become our thing.
We'll go later. But okay, so what really matters in life, maybe that's family time around the movie or just fun. That probably kicks back to fun. Yeah. And then traditions is kind of piggybacks, but they can reinforce your values. So if you always make a heritage dish, that grandma made this, or this is in our German heritage or whatever, that you have this dish that you make, right? That reinforces that, that community and that value. And then people give to others at Christmas. So that value of generosity and integrity. And, that really should, there's some ways that we can give all year round. I don't want to just say we give at Christmas, but it is a time when want is felt deeply. Isn't that what it says in the movie Scrooge, right? In the book, and I watch a movie.
Yes.
But yeah, want, and so we think we have so much. We've been so blessed. And we just came off of Thanksgiving when we've been thinking about all the blessings that we have and how can we give to others. And so generosity, and teaches children what is important as a family, what we spend our money on and what we spend our time on. Really, you're teaching values, whether you know it or not, that you're teaching us what is important to us.
I had to admit, our family, we've taught them that we love Cinnabon. Even though 2 of us can't eat gluten anymore, but my daughter, that was one of the things. I want Cinnabon. Okay, well, it is our Christmas tradition.
So who else can't have gluten? You and
me and Alex.
You and Alex, the parents.
The parents. It's okay.
Of course.
It's okay. We enjoy it anyways. We don't enjoy the gluten. We just enjoy them enjoying the gluten.
Yeah.
They're so happy. It's great.
It's fun. It's happy times.
Yes.
And then the top tip, which I just said was my favorite, right? Traditions celebrate relationships. So just that time together. And taking that, you focus on the person, you've thought about, like, can I get a nice gift for them? Is there something that would make them happy and please them? Or I'm gonna make a pumpkin pie, not because I want to eat it, but I know my son wants it. And so, so you're really thinking about those relationships, and it strengthens family bonds as you spend time together, play those games you got at Christmas, and you sit around the fire and, break up the games you just opened.
Yes.
And connects your communities. And then, however you do that. So whether you're going to a service together or having a potluck meal or doing a silly gift exchange, that you're just being together with others.
An ugly sweater party.
Ugly sweater party.
Gotta love those.
Oh,
I wish
we
I
didn't
had
wear
worn
our
mine.
ugly sweaters.
Darn. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I loved your sweater.
Thanks.
Well, those are my tips.
There you go. Well, sweet. I do love what you're saying about the connection, community, all of that, because it's so true. Like, my favorite all-time traditions were actually not when we had a lot of money. It was when we were pretty broke and we just basically made stuff for people. And I loved that time with the kids, decorating whatever it was that we were making. And for a long time, we actually made gifts for all of our nieces and nephews every single year. And just that, I've got pictures of Christian using the sewing machine for the first time, and
Fun.
just really great time together to do all that stuff. So yeah.
Okay, so here's your PattyLynn challenge. What did you call it last week?
PattyLynn project.
PattyLynn project. I don't know if we're going to stick with that, but
That's okay.
for now. Okay, so just pick any one of your traditions and then just challenge it. Just say, is this communicating what we want? Is there a way, do we really enjoy it? Right? Is there a way we can improve it or change as the kids grow or whatever? So that's your little challenge.
I like it. Yes. I think that's really key, isn't it? Because what's your goal with it? What are you communicating? I love the way you put that. Yep. Yeah.
Well, good. Well, I'm thinking.
It's funny because we don't have the people to interact with. And so it's not taking us as long to go through, because we love hearing you guys' answers.
I know. I don't really.
So you're going to have to make sure that you give us like all of your answers, and we will come back through. Myself and PattyLynn will come back through and we'll look at your answers for things like, what are your traditions and like, what do you think about her tips? I love them.
What do you think about my tips?
Yeah, they're great. They're great. But we'd love to hear.
Yeah, I think that one of my traditions I would like to drop is the new pajama tradition.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Does everyone need new pajamas every year?
No, we never actually did that one. I just get new pajamas when I need new pajamas.
Yeah. And then just lately we started making them matching, which is super fun for Christmas morning pictures, kind of. What are you doing with those pictures?
Yeah.
We don't post them. So this year I got buffalo plaid, of course, to match the stockings.
Oh, heck yes. It'd be so cute. I know my daughter's always wanted to do that. She's always wanted to do matching. I'm like, you're going to get your brother and your dad into matching pajamas.
And then,
I doubt it.
And then you're going to have a slumber party?
Right.
So that's one that I have asked the kids, do we still like this one? And they said, yes.
Aww.
Right. So I said, okay, I'm going to do it. But every year I have been asking them, do you want to do pajamas this year? Because I'm like, could we do slippers? Could we do little blankets? Could we do like, because the tradition that I do like is you can open one present at Christmas Eve.
Yes.
They're kind of old for that one too. When you're a little kid, it's so fun.
Yes. Yes.
So maybe we should challenge
pajamas,
that one.
Right?
It was always for the pajamas. But maybe you said sewing, maybe like I've sewn them a pillowcase or, it wouldn't have to be pajamas.
Yeah. Well, and your family's growing.
I
So
know.
maybe you don't want to do pajamas for everybody every year.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. But maybe it's kind of a neat gift.
Yeah. So I just ask them every year.
So there you go.
Because I'm like, are we doing it? And also then I'm like, we could just draw names and buy each other pajamas. But I'm kind of like, do we really want to be buying each other pajamas?
That could get dangerous. I can picture what some of my pajama picking people would.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I'm like, that could go awry.
Yeah.
And then I'm like,
a pajama picker pick if a pajama picker could pick pajamas. There you go.
So then I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I definitely don't think you could go with that one. Well, maybe you could with your family. You could not do that in my family.
No, I just, I don't know.
Anyways,
We're going to figure it out. But
Yeah.
again, I just ask him every year.
Yeah.
We do pajamas and
Yeah,
okay.
good reevaluation. Yeah, I love it. Tradition.
You know.
I love it.
So I thought we should talk a little bit about the new year and upcoming gals events because Christmas is busy and then sometimes there's a letdown. Sometimes there's, the house is so pretty and then everything goes away and it's like, oh, it's January, back to work. Or back to the
Real
house
life.
blah,
Right.
all the anticipation of tradition, and then it's over. So it can be, and the weather is often dreary.
Yeah.
So
And you don't have those weather outside is frightening songs to keep lifting you up while it's that way, right?
Well, it's just frightening. Frightful. Yeah. And so we have things to look forward to, of course, in the new year. So our regular every month PattyLynn show.
Yes, ma'am.
Our gals happy hour.
Yep.
Which we have been able to do in person.
Yes. And starting in January, we're going to be opening it up to more. So we are actually celebrating Candy's birthday. Yay. So we will have some details to be determined on that. I don't know how much we're opening up that one, but we are going to start opening some of those up.
We'll have some limited numbers probably.
Yeah.
So we're working on it.
Yes, ma'am. We sure are. And then of course, Galentine's.
Yes. And this is our third annual.
Oh my gosh.
Galentine's. So I really jumped into gals at the first annual Galentine's.
Yeah. So great.
So that, it was just like, wow, this is awesome.
Yay.
This is gonna be great. So
it's one of my favorite events.
And last year we got snowed.
Yeah.
So we had to change it.
Well, hopefully this year we're working on those final details, but we should hopefully be at Blue Door Bakery, which makes everything a lot better because even if we get snow, we're indoors.
Yeah, last year we were outdoors, if you remember, and then it was snowing. And so we were being very COVID conscious last year, and we still are this year. We're just able to be inside now, which is such a blessing.
Yep.
So and it's so fancy and special, and there'll be tickets going on sale, and it's surprising how many people will say, "Oh no, I missed the ticket date." So we will be telling you, but get your tickets early and bring a gal friend.
Yes,
Galentine's.
it's such a great event. You guys will love it.
It's very sweet.
Yes,
love it.
Awesome. I think that's
Look
all.
forward to. And then just more
Yay.
things coming. So keep posted.
Woo, woo.
So thank you so much for spending this time with us.
Yes.
And even though it's not comment talk back because of the pre-recording, we just, feel like we are so happy that we can be here together and see you on here, and we'll be hearing your comments.
Yay.
So have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and we'll be talking to you later.
Yay.
So bye.
Bye, guys. Mwah.